and welcome to Namolsk. First thing I do is make some hand wrappings, because you don't want to get any infected wound on this map. Namolsk is a location that will, like, just vanilla without players. The map alone will kill you. Everything is amped up. It's ultra cold, ultra wet, and it will kill you with just exposure to the elements. So the zombies are also amped up, the extra aggro. Food and drinks spawns in frozen, so you have to heat it up before you consume it. So you will have a really hard time in the beginning. It's ultra cold, so I have to do something about my body temperature. Collecting some sticks, because the first thing I have to do is make a fire. Yeesh. Damn, it's cold. Got a storm going too. Oh, blizzard actually. Got a storm coming in. This is no normal storm. This is an EVR storm. This is the storm that can kill you if you're outside. So I'm gonna need to make fire and find shelter quick. Oh, nails. That's gonna be useful. Need to get under cover before the lightning starts. There we go, some proper gloves. Keep my head warm. Nice. And I just need to stabilize my character here. Let's wear something warm. Doesn't blend in too well, but okay. Need to find a fireplace, man. Yeah, okay, that's chlorine tabs? Hell yeah. Ah, there you go. Look if someone's been here, but okay. Trying to survive, man. Just got a fire going here. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, I'll get some supplies quick and explain to you why I have come to Namolsk. Namolsk is an icy world, cold and barren and dead, but it has a very interesting secret mission, unlike any other. Oh, nice. So when people come to Namolsk, they often ask how to get to Lantia. Lantia is nowhere on Namolsk. It's on another planet. And that's what Season 2 will be all about. It will be my mission to Lantia as a solo. So join me on this journey. There's a lot to do, there's a lot of work, and there's a lot of things we need. I'll be giving a full breakdown as to what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do this. So let's just stabilize the situation and heat my guy up so we can have a moment to just break this all down. So this is the frigid lands of Namolsk. We are currently over here. Phase 1 is we need to establish a base of operations. So I'm gonna move all the way down here to Subgen and establish a base there. Perfect location for a base that protects itself with zombies and wolves if you booby trap it right. Once we have our base sorted, our base location, We can go on to get the materials we need to get the LEHS suit, the space suit, which is made with a 3D printing machine. First items we have to get is a full NBC suit. It includes the NBC hood, gloves, everything. The full suit including a mask and with the filters. We also need a pipe wrench. The reason for that is that the means to print the EVR suit is located out here deep in the ice desert on an oil rig, and according to the Namal's law, the oil rig is covered in toxic gas which is leaking from a pipe, and you need the pipe wrench to close the leak so you can then access the 3D printer in order for you to print your suit. So once we got that sorted, the full NBC suit and our pipe wrench stored at our base here, we can now continue to look for the other items in order to physically print, 3D print our space suit, which is located on the oil rig. The first item on the list, or items, is the 3 filament cartridges which is used to print the suit. Depending on the server you're on, it can either be at the Subgen uranium mine, just upper part of it by the Athena Institute, or by Terra Harbor, or if you're really running out of luck, it just might be by the submarine out further into the ice. It really depends on the server you're on. Next item is the blueprint. The blueprint which is used to print the spacesuit. This item is found in various places, but not everywhere. It's very specific places. This item is found typically by a red boat on the shoreline of Terra Harbor. They spawn randomly around Terra Harbor's shoreline, and that's the first place I would look for a blueprint. All else fails, I would either go to the Scat 12 submarine top right of the map, or the outpost, which you can also find night vision goggles at, which is on the top left, outpost deep in the ice. And if all else fails, you have to go to Athena 3, and Athena 3 is a tricky one. That's a story on its own. The only way to access Athena 3 is via the portal which is activated in Athena 2. Last item for phase 2 is the access card, and that's easy peasy. That's easily Scat 12 submarine top right of the map. If it's not there, then it will it's even easier now with the Christmas season and the Christmas mod. It's got these iconic displays up around the map, so you will find them in like Christmas present gifts and stuff like that. You'll find it there, but on vanilla, Scat 12 submarine. So that's it for phase 2. Phase 3 would have to be going to the actual oil rig and printing the suit, but first I'd have to make a stop by Terra Harbor and make a shelter there, so I can store my NBC suit there for future trips to make other suits in the event that I do die. Does happen. So from my base, I'm gonna take all the stuff that I've collected for the spacesuit, which is typically known as the LEHS suit. I'm just gonna call it a spacesuit. I'll take all the stuff that's necessary for it and make my way to Terra Harbor and then the oil rig. This trip into the ice desert is a tricky one. You need to be prepared with food and water. So I have a gas stove and a fishing rod. There are bears, but just take a gas stove with a fishing hook and a fishing rod, along with all the things you need to make the suit. Make sure you got a bag that's high capacity and waterproof. Ideally, a dry sack bag as as the contents of the dye sack bag does not get wet, so you can have sticks and matches in there, because you will be needing to make a fire out there. You will be swimming and it's cold. Without that, you will get frostbite and you will die, so keep yourself warm. Once we get to the oil rig, at the base there is a ladder. You climb up there, and at the top of that ladder is the red pipes that need to be sorted with the pipe wrench. So it's with immediate effect. Once you get on that platform, you have to have your mask on. I recommend you go print the suit first before you sort the pipes out, as the 3D printer takes a while. You'll see slots. You see the bottom 3 slots is the filament cartridges. The middle one is blueprint and the access card. So it's 4 items you gotta have. Forget these, but that's what you need, those 4 items. And also around the oil rig, you'll also find Lantia pulsar locator. This is the part that gets you to Lantia. It's a vital component as it pinpoints 2 locations. It's typically the origin and destination. Once we have that and our brand new spacesuit, we can now make our way back to base. Now at this point, you will notice that the spacesuit will not be fully functional, as it needs a special battery and an oxygen tank. This will give you full access to the suit's life support system, allowing you to breathe on Lantia and also working as an NBC suit. But it also has other functions like the night vision and armor. Now, in order to get these 2 items, the suit battery and the oxygen tank, we need to get to Athena 3. This is phase 4. Getting to Athena 3 is probably the hardest part of the entire mission, as you have to wait for EV or a storm to come in. It's the one part of the mission that you have no control over. You can wait between 5 minutes and 2 hours, or even a week, depending on your real life schedule. Athena 3 is a tricky one. The only way in is via a portal located here, and this portal is activated by a button in Athena 2. Now, I know Athena 2 to be heavily guarded by zombies, bears and wolves. I'm going to be prepared for all 3, but it's also a hive of activity for players. Athena 2, a military area with an entrance on top that leads down into the ground. This is where we will find the muon detector, along with the control panel with the switch that glows red at the appropriate storm. The muon detector will start beeping when the appropriate storm is taking effect. It is vital that we catch the storm as early as we can to flick the switch on the control panel and book it to the portal. It's an easy 10-minute jog, provided I caught the storm on time. I'll make it in time for the portal. We are going to run into bears or zombies or wolves, if not all of them, and maybe even players. But this is where we have to be to catch the portal. And stamina is key, as you have to be able to jump. Assuming all goes well, we will now be in Athena 3, the underground bunker, and ready for phase 5, the final stretch, the jump to Lantia. Now, both the portal and Athena 3 have toxic gas, so you have to be wearing a mask with a filter. It's not like the oil rig where it's toxic to your entire body. You just need a mask. So at this point, if I made good time, the storm that I used to get here is still raging on, and I have to wait for that storm to finish. In that time, I go look for a suit battery and an oxygen tank, and get my spacesuit fully functional. That way I can take my mask off and bring down the visor and pressurize my suit, activating the life support system. Now I am able to go to Lantia. All I have to do is wait for the current storm to be over. Then I have to go find the control panel, insert my access card and the locator. Those are the only two things you need to get to Lantia. There are other components that you need that allow you to stay there longer, but you will find it on Lantia only. The first trip you only need the access card and the Lantia locator card. Those are the two things you insert into the control panel. When the storm is over, you flick the switch on that control panel in Athena 3 and it will start the process, and then I have to book it upstairs to the portal that takes me straight to Lantia. So just to clarify, there are two different portals. One is activated in Athena 2 and teleports you here to Athena 3. The other one is located and activated here in Athena 3. This is the one that takes you to Lantia. So why go to Lantia? Why go to another planet? Why all this fuss? The Vega enzyme. It's real and it's out there.